Never a dull moment with Pato O'Ward. We're just talking pets' social media accounts. Does your dog have its own social media account?
Both of them.
Both of them, yeah.
Well, sorry, Rocky, may
yeah.
he rest in peace. He's dead.
I'm sorry to hear that.
His account's still living through my mother.
Right. So she's just channeling Rocky's and
energy.
Still posting on his behalf.
Norby.
Yeah.
He's still going strong.
He's alive. Okay.
Yes.
And are they on multiple platforms, or you just kind of
just Instagram?
One? Just Instagram.
Honestly, we never post on their platform. Very rarely.
But I mean, how many followers does he have?
They both have like 10,000, I think.
It's not bad.
It's decent.
It's not bad. But you could start getting deals. I think you could start.
No deals.
Endorsement deals.
Yeah, we haven't yet. I think we have to get to like 100,000 to get like good endorsement deals.
Is that when it starts?
Probably. I mean, worth the time.
How many Instagram followers do you have? You're
have
kind of a big deal, aren't you? I think you are.
No, I haven't hit the million yet, bro.
What are you close?
Yes. Well, close.
You have more. That's like more than the IndyCar as a series has, bro.
Like 850 or something.
That's a lot.
45.
That's a lot. So do you get like endorsement deals just to like? Do you get paid posts? Do you get people that pay you just to like post? Hi, I'm Pato O'Ward, and I wake up every morning and I drink this coffee. And let me tell you my face routine. Let me tell you my moisturizers that I use.
I'm after the big stuff.
You don't want those.
I don't like wasting my time with like small stuff because.
Okay. You don't get out of bed for less than 50 grand. I get it.
We'll leave it there.
Careful how you answer that question. Oh man, how's media day going?
Media day
until now.
I mean,
it's going off the rails now,
you've done your homework. You're not asking me anything that I've been asked today, so it's actually been quite a pleasure being here. Just talking to you, but just answering the same question.
Yeah.
About the cheaters and about.
Oh, I had no questions about that. That wasn't even on my list.
About what to expect of the Indy 500.
Okay, I'm going to ask you one that maybe you've already been asked. Sorry, because you in an interview you said something that I thought was kind of cool. Talking about qualifying, you were just like, I just want to be on the front row.
Yeah.
I just want to see nothing going into turn one, and you've got that.
Yes.
How does that feel?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah?
Yes. I've been manifesting third for some reason. The whole I know people manifest first, but I've been manifesting third in qualifying the whole month. Well, actually, even before the whole month. I was like, you know what? I just want a shot at the front row.
Manifesting first is so 2024.
I mean, I'm so manifesting first on Sunday.
Well, yeah, obviously.
But on qualifying, I wasn't hyper focused on pole. I was just like, I just want a car that's quick enough to be on the front row. And we made that happen.
It was a good run, man. Like, you guys had some serious pace.
I know. I was kind of sad, though. I thought we had more speed than that. We just magically lost half a mile an hour just kind of randomly. Felix was a little bit the same.
I've heard a lot of drivers say that. Like, their car on Fast Friday was, like, awesome or something, or maybe even the first run on Saturday, and then just speed just disappeared.
Yeah, that's Indy, though. You know how it's like. Like, one day you're like, ooh.
Fickle creature.
Yeah, next day you're like,
Because for me, like, I was watching, all 400 hours of practice, because that's what you do in my job, and I was struggling to figure out where your guys' pace really was, like your single car pace. It was hard to tell because, like, on the no-toes, you weren't always that high, but like you looked good in traffic, but couldn't quite figure it out. And then, come qualifying, were you guys surprised after the week of practice that you had the pace that you had, or was it kind of expected? It just wasn't showing on Tuesday and Thursday.
So every Indy 500 that I've done, especially qualifying, I've always believed that, car's going to be fast enough, car's going to be good. But it's always a battle to get in just to the fast 12 for me. Like, my car's always been the slowest of all. This year, that was thankfully not the case, and my car was very fast. So I was just kind of going into it with no expectation. That's why my expectation was like not pole. I just wanted a chance at front row. That's why that was what I was looking towards, because I mean, the best that I've had is fifth in qualifying, and I just wanted to be in the shot, in the front row.
You want to be on the picture with the front row, front and not in center, but front and left from the picture side.
Just outside front row.
Perfect. So you're just gonna haul mail around the outside, leave the first lap. What do you think?
You can't plan a start.
No, but do you want it?
I mean, if one of them chokes, I'm not going to break.
Well, obviously.
So, yeah. I mean, if I have the chance to do that, I'll do that. But If not, I'll slot into third happily.
Yeah, that's not a bad place to spend the first 100 laps.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone's been talking about how the hybrid has made these things a little harder to drive, right? Do you agree? Is that something that you?
It's just the window of error has narrowed even more.
Okay.
And I feel like some of the I'm crashing, but then you end up magically saving it. I feel like that's come down. Like
that's
the percentage
gone.
of that being a save now is
Now it's just, I'm crashing.
like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So it's been gnarly, man. It's been a lot of crashes. Cars flying as well. Cars aren't meant to fly. That's not been a good thing to see, because if that happens in a race, you don't want to see cars flying in the race.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's been a bit of a... I know people aren't talking about it, but for someone that is in the seat and sees the other cars fly as well, if you're in one that's probably going to fly as well.
It's not awesome. Not a great feeling.
No, it's not.
But one of the things I've noticed is that it's all quick cars that are crashing. So does that tell me that to be quick, you've got to have it that much more on the edge? Because it's not the guys that are 24th. You know, it's a Ganassi car, it's a Penske car, you know, it's an Andretti, it's a McLaren. You know, we've had the big teams, the big drivers have had these issues.
Yeah, I think it's the guys that are really playing with that fine little bit of extra that you want to get out of it. And I mean, you've seen the consequences. It's just, it'll give you an idea. I feel like the car gives you an idea once, and if you ignore it, it's gonna bite.
Right. Okay. It's like an angry partner.
It's kind of like
You get one warning.
yeah, one
Like an
warning.
angry parent.
Yes, I think you get one warning,
Right.
and then you're just holding your breath, and you're like, don't get pissed off.
Because even Scotty kind of said that, right? He said it was talking to me and I didn't listen, and
Yeah.
and that's what happens.
Yep.
So you and I have talked about your one of my favorite things to watch is your onboard of the last like 15 laps of the race last year. Because it's the most like on edge, gnarly balance I've ever seen, and a guy not crash.
Yeah,
And that's even after like that big save that you had.
I know.
Too. Like that was I don't know how, like, it was like 40 laps to go or something on that one. So you clearly have an ability to keep the car on this knife edge around this place.
but not always.
Well, I mean, knock on wood.
I mean, so
far so good.
It's been okay, but
Like, do you think that gives you an advantage with how the cars are now? Because to go fast, you have to be in that kind of world. Or are you nervous that like putting it in that realm, you're gonna step over because you've been comfortable having it like that? Maybe not comfortable, but able.
it's my last resort.
Okay.
If I don't have a car that's good enough, I know what to do in order to make it work-ish, but it's going to be kind of miserable.
Yeah.
And I don't want to use my last resort if I don't need to. And I only use it when it counts.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'd much rather not have it right there. You see all the other guys just chilling, you know, like, and I was flirting with shunting.
Dude, it was
every
gnarly.
corner.
Every time.
But I know I can count on my ability when I need to.
Right.
But you need to pick your fights on when you're using it.
Right.
If you get too comfortable with it, it's gonna bite one.
You can't rely on it.
You cannot rely on it. You have to try and make it the best as you can without having to use it. But if I need to, I know that it's there to save me.
So 3 years in a row, you've been in the fight at the end. How much have those races kind of taught you about what you need to win this race?
You need to get the timing right. You need to be second the last 5 laps of the race. Not 10, not 15, not 20. The last 5 laps of the race, you have to be second. And you can't make decision based on someone else making a stupid decision.
Right.
And at that point, I feel like you need to do what you have to do with what you have in terms of is your car stronger in 1 and 2? Is it stronger in 3 and 4? Which is a lot of the times something that you're battling through the lap. Like you can get a run out of 4, but you can't get one out of 2. You know, and that's what you're kind of battling. So for me, it's just being able to diagnose that through the race, and it changes from first stint to like the 8th stint or 7th that we do. car changes, man.
A ton.
Like last year, I didn't start so loose. It was getting colder. It was cooling off, and the thing just came alive, and the pace was so fast. So I was wiggling. I was clinching.
Yeah, a little wiggle going.
Yes. So I think you have to believe that the decision that you make is going to be the right one. And that's what I'm going for this year. It's if I put myself in that position, whatever I choose to do is going to be the right one.
Right. Because we've had that discussion about last year. Like, there's nothing you could have done different, right? Like, you made that decision in that moment. That made sense.
Yeah.
So is there even any point of trying to plan out the last lap?
No.
Because it doesn't matter. You got to just make that call with the information you have at the moment.
You just got to make sure you're there.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't there, you don't have that chance. So if you're there,
the hard part's being second with 5 to
like
go,
that's literally the hard
and
part.
just go right.
And then just keep on swapping.
Yeah.
And then I feel like when you start overthinking, that's where you're gonna be like, oh my god, I should have done then.
Yeah.
So your gut will lead you right. When you start overthinking, that's when it doesn't.
Joseph talks about how his whole like jump into the crowd thing was something that he'd thought about. Like if he ever won this race, he wanted to do something cool. Have you thought about anything like that? That if you win this race, what you would do or what the celebration would look like, other than milk and tequila, which you've already said you wanted to do.
You know what would be so cool to like open up somewhere for people to come onto the straightaway.
You want to try to open the track up, so that fans can rush the track.
Yeah.
You would not be a super loved guy by the staff at IMS, but you would be forever loved by the fans of.
I just don't see an opening.
What about like climbing up into the flag stand?
Climbing out to the flag stand?
Yeah. So you like go through
through the fence?
Yeah, go through the fence. No, and then go up the ladder, and then in the flag stand, you can like address the crowd.
No, I'll address them while I'm on the bricks.
On the bricks?
Yes.
All right. So you're just gonna hang by the bricks.
Honestly,
you have no idea what you're gonna do. It's gonna come. You're gonna follow your gut.
I'm gonna
Something's
follow
gonna
my
in the
gut.
morning.
Yes.
On the day.
That day, I'm gonna follow my gut, and I'm just gonna be me. So you never know what that means.
You're so good at that, and people love you doing that, buddy. Best of luck in the 500.
Thank you.
Maybe this is the year.